Hello, second grade. Welcome to Science with Miss Conley. In today's lesson, we are going to watch the butterfly emerge from the chrysalis. Remember, before we were talking about the frog and the life cycle of a frog, and prior to that, we were talking about the chrysalis. So now we're going to talk about what happens when the butterfly emerges. So you're going to watch the butterfly emerge from the chrysalis, and we're going to talk about their body parts. Here are some vocabulary words. I'm going to say the word, and you're going to repeat after me. Emerge, pliable, meconium, antenna, and migrate. Let's talk about these vocabulary words because these words are pretty new for us. Emerge. It means something that moves out of something, like a butterfly that is emerging from its chrysalis. Pliable. It means something that is easily bent or flexible. I bet the butterfly is very pliable in its chrysalis. Meconium. This is a red liquid that comes out of the chrysalis when the butterfly emerges. Antenna. This is located on the top of the head and it gives a sense of smell and balance. And migrate. This is when an animal moves from one region to another according to the season. Let's reflect. What is meconium? Hopefully you said meconium is a red liquid that comes out of the chrysalis when a butterfly emerges. Lots of people think that it looks like blood, but it really isn't. It's just the liquid that is inside the chrysalis. Here are some guiding questions for this lesson. How does the butterfly emerge? How does a butterfly survive in its habitat? And how is the butterfly different from the caterpillar? Let's talk about the life cycle. We've talked about how a caterpillar starts off as an egg, then it grows into a caterpillar where it eats and eats and eats. Then it slows down and it forms a chrysalis with its spinneret. Then the adult emerges from the chrysalis, and that's where we are today, and then we actually have the adult butterfly. Now, if we were actually in class, we would actually witness the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. It's a very exciting time. But what we're going to do today is we're going to watch a butterfly emerge from their chrysalis with a video. And I want you to notice their pliable body. that was super exciting. It's amazing to me to think that a caterpillar with all those legs and all of those segments all of a sudden come out and turn into a beautiful butterfly. That video has made me think of some more questions now. Let's think. What questions do you have about butterflies? What do you wonder about butterflies? Remember, when we ask questions, we want to ask questions that grow our brain. We don't want to ask questions that will only require a yes or no answer. That really doesn't make us think much at all. Let me think what kind of question I could ask. What types of things do butterflies eat? Ooh, I have a how question. How are butterflies important to us? How about explain what meconium is? Remember, that was a new vocabulary word that we used. Remember, meconium is a red liquid that comes out of the chrysalis when a butterfly emerges. Here are some more listings of questions that you could ask. How is a butterfly similar to a caterpillar? Let's read our book about butterflies. We've already talked about the egg, we've talked about the caterpillar, we've talked about the chrysalis. Now let's actually talk about the butterfly. We're going to read Life Cycle of a Butterfly. We're not going to read every single page. We're just going to go to the spot where it talks about the butterfly now. We're going to go ahead and skip to page 14. When the adult is done growing, the chrysalis starts to break open. The butterfly pushes itself out, but it cannot fly yet. First, it pumps a liquid into its wings. It expands its wings. Now the butterfly begins its life in the air. And we saw that in its video when it came out. Everything is all wrinkled because it's squished inside this chrysalis. When it emerges, it starts to pump its wings and its wings start to expand out. Remember, this right here is the actual life cycle of a butterfly. The egg, the larva, which is the tiny caterpillar. You can also say that too when it comes from the egg. The pupa, which occurs during the chrysalis stage. And then, of course, the adult butterfly. A butterfly's life. Let's ask a question before we read this chapter. What is the first thing a butterfly does when it pushes itself out of the chrysalis? Hopefully you said it pumps a liquid into its wings, and then it starts to pump its wings so that it can fly. Let's go ahead and begin reading this chapter, A Butterfly's Life. Butterflies soar high with their large wings. Beautiful colors and patterns cover them. Butterflies fly to find flowers. Flowers have sweet nectar for butterflies. To eat, the insect uncurls its long proboscis. It is a tube that is like a straw. It reaches deep into flowers. There's a label, and it's showing you this is the proboscis. Some of this information is stuff that we already know. We already know that butterflies are attracted to the nectar, and we know that from our pollinations unit. Let's think for a moment. What do butterflies eat? Hopefully you said butterflies eat nectar. Let's continue reading. Pollen sticks to butterflies. They carry it with them as they fly. It sticks to other flowers they land on. This helps the plants make seeds. And we know from our background knowledge that that also allows pollination to occur, which is fertilizing the flowers so that another flower can go and we can have fruits and vegetables. Did you know? Some butterflies migrate when the weather changes. They fly long distances in fall or spring. Then they fly to warmer weather. Here's a label in my nonfiction text. It is pointing to the pollen, and you can see those little tiny yellow dots. That's the pollen. Let's think before we read this page. What season do butterflies migrate? Remember, migrate is when an animal moves from one region to another according to the season. And we know from reading the previous page that butterflies migrate during the fall or spring. Let's continue reading. After a butterfly finds a mate, the female lays eggs. She finds the plant her baby caterpillars will like to eat. Where does she stick her eggs? Under the plant's leaves or on its stems. The caterpillars grow quickly. Soon they will hatch and the life cycle will start again. Here you can see this beautiful butterfly, and you can see here the egg with a label. Wow, that was very interesting read. That just makes me think of some more things, and we talked about this a little bit in the beginning. How can we compare and contrast butterflies and caterpillars? Here we go again. My favorite ever, the Venn diagram. Remember, in this yellow section is what only butterflies have. In this green section is what only caterpillars have. And in the middle is what both have. So let's think. What is something that both butterflies and caterpillars have in common? Well, here, I filled some out for you. We know that they both are insects. Hopefully you remember that insects usually have 6 legs. And they have 3 main body parts, a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. And we learned that from previous lessons. I know that only butterflies can fly. Caterpillars can certainly not fly. So I would fill it in this section here. I know that caterpillars can crawl. Now that I think about that, butterflies can crawl. So that wouldn't make any sense for me to put that there. This is what I'm going to say instead. Caterpillars chew their food. Now I know from the book that butterflies do not chew their food. They actually use their proboscis and they suck the nectar. So I know that I could put that in here, that caterpillars chew their food, because we know that they chew their leaves and that's their main source of food. Okay, boys and girls, that completes our lesson in science for today. You're going to complete this Edpuzzle, which is this video, and then I want you to do a Flipgrid comparing and contrasting butterflies and caterpillars. Make sure you put 2 in each section, so you should have 6 sentences. Good luck, boys and girls!